What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you how you can make over $100,000 in under 3 months. And the best part is it requires very little work. It's extremely easy and anyone can do it. So you're just 3 months away from $100,000 in your bank account, as long as you do the things that I talk about in this video, again, that are extremely easy. Hold up, I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. In this video, I am gonna talk about the things that you can do to make over $100,000 in a 3-month period. However, if you're hoping that it's going to be easy, if you're hoping it's going to be simple, if you're hoping it's not going to require a lot of work, a lot of hours, and a lot of other resources, pain, suffering, struggle, and a myriad of other things, you are completely wrong.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Now, I know we live in a world where you can go and put some money on a cryptocurrency and get lucky and become a millionaire. Or you can go and gamble on sports. You can win the lottery. You can do a myriad of things to make money extremely quickly and become extremely wealthy. However, the percentage of people that are able to do one of these things is so tiny. There is even a smaller percentage of them that actually holds on to it and truly creates wealth. And so you need to understand, if you want to become wealthy or successful, the majority of the time, this takes a lot of time. And the majority of people that try to do this fail. And those that are successful, it's because they've done something that 99.9% of the rest of the population would be unwilling to do. So before we dive into this video, I want you to understand that yes, it is possible to make 6 figures in under 3 months from start to finish. Yes, multiple people have done it, but the people that have done it because they've done something absolutely extraordinary. All that I ask you to do is remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell. And now we're gonna jump into my favorite way to make 6 figures in under 3 months. And the reason that this is my favorite way is because I personally was able to do this. And this is through door-to-door sales. Now, if you follow the channel, you know this is where I got my start. I went and I looked around for a job. I applied at every place, McDonald's and Wendy's included. I got rejected over and over and over. And after not being able to find a job, I had one person approach me and they said, hey, if you come out and sell pest control door to door, some people have made upwards of $20,000 plus. And I thought, hey, I can have no job and live in my parents' basement and feel like an idiot, or I can move across the country and live in LA, California, which sounded awesome, and knock doors and sell pest control, and hopefully I'll do well and I'll make $20,000 plus like this guy said. Well, I rolled out there and I sucked. Whole week went by, didn't make anything. Another week went by, didn't make anything. And I thought, yeah, this job absolutely sucks because I put in a ton of time, a ton of hours, and I haven't made any money. I buckled down, I trained extremely hard, I figured out what I was doing wrong, and then things clicked. I started small. I sold 3 or 4 accounts my first day, and then I consistently sold that or more for the next 100 days working out in the summer. This led me to making $96,000 in the course of a 3.5-month summer. The next summer I went out, I made over $140,000. The following summer, I made over $250,000 selling pest control door to door. Now, a lot of people think this is absolutely insane, and still to this day, I have people challenge me and say, Chandler, there is no way this is possible, but I've actually stayed involved, and I'm currently the VP of sales at a pest control company where I help hundreds of sales reps come out and do the same thing. As a matter of fact, last year, I had 5 different sales reps that in their first summer knocking doors for me, so this isn't experienced people, in their first summer knocking doors and selling pest control, they cleared 6 figures in earnings. So not only was I able to do it, but I would say now it is easier than ever to be a 6-figure person. Now, keep in mind, this is 5 people, and we had hundreds of people working for us. And so we had lots of people. The average person ended up making just shy of $30,000 in the summer, but our top performers were able to come out, knock doors, sell pest control, and make 6 figures plus. Now, if this is something that's interesting to you, one of my good friends, Meet Kevin, actually came and said, Chandler, there's no way this is possible. I want to see it for myself. And he came and he followed us door to door. and in a day he sold multiple accounts, and he was flabbergasted by what an awesome experience it was and by how much money he made. And you can actually click this link right here to go and see that video. But the reason I did this video first is because I personally have experienced being able to make 6 figures in a 3 to 4 month period. Here is the thing I also have to mention about knocking doors and selling pest control. This job is extremely difficult because all day, every day, you face rejection. You'll probably have 100 people in one day tell you no, that they're not interested, and some of them do it in a not very nice way. Okay, well, you guys have a great day, okay?
You guys get lost. We just pulled in. We've been gone for 4 days.
Okay, I didn't know that, sir. You have a good day, all right?
Okay, thank you.
And the thing that I've come to find that separates that top 1% that can go out and make 6 figures in the summer from those that make $15,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 is their ability to withstand rejection, keep a positive attitude, and continue to work crazy hours and treat every single door like it's the first door. Now, this might seem easy for only a 3 to 4 month period, but it's not. And that's why a lot of people will come out and not make as good of money, because they'll get 1, 2, 3 weeks in and they'll say, man, I'm sick of people telling me no. I'm sick of people being mean to you. My shoulders are slouched. I've got a frown on my face. I'm unhappy. I've lost all positivity. And then they start selling like crap because it is hard. It is difficult to have that much concentrated rejection. You talk about people that start their own business and they get a couple rejections and then they quit on it. And the people that have businesses blow up, they push through those couple rejections until they're successful after lots of failure. We're taking those couple rejections and we're condensing them. We're magnifying them. We're making so many more rejections in a tiny little period. And if you can withstand that and learn how to turn negatives into positives and learn how to sell and learn how to close, then you get paid an absolute premium. One of my favorite quotes is, we get paid according to the problems that we solve. And with this job every day, you're not only solving everyone's problems, but you're solving them over and over and over again. And they're not just easy problems. They're problems that are coupled with lots of rejection, with lots of failure, with lots of negativity. And that's why this job is extremely difficult, but in my opinion, the best way to make 6 figures in 3 months. Now, if this is something you're interested in, one of the cool things is I still am a part of this organization, and I believe that it is the best organization in the world to be able to work for, come out, work 3 to 4 months, and have the opportunity to potentially make 6 figures or more. And if you don't make 6 figures, let's say you make 30, 40, 50 grand in a 3 month period, that's still pretty freaking awesome. And the skill set that you acquire will be worth way more than the money you make, even if you do make 6 figures. So that's number 1, door-to-door sales, selling pest control. And if this is something you're interested in, I've put a link down in the description and you can apply to come and work with us. We don't take everyone, but those that we do take, we give the best sales training in the world. And I promise you, if you're accepted for this job, it'll absolutely change your life. Number 2 is wholesaling. Now, for a long time, I thought wholesalers were full of crap. And the reason I thought they were full of crap is because wholesaling is extremely hard. Essentially what wholesaling is you're going to go and find a piece of real estate. You're going to find someone who's willing to sell this piece of real estate at a discount. This is usually because they have some form of urgency, or they're a motivated seller, or both. They've got urgency and they're motivated for other reasons, and they need to unload the real estate, so they're willing to sell it at a discount. You then take this piece of real estate, you get it under contract, and you now have to find a seller that's willing to pay more for it, and you keep the margin between what you got it under contract for and what you sell it for. Now, the reason wholesalers get a negative rap is a lot of times there is dishonesty involved, or taking advantage of older people, or a myriad of other things that can happen. But I will tell you, I've met lots of good wholesalers. And the way that I've met them is I've purchased their deals. They've found a great deal from sending mailers or some other form of marketing. They've got it under contract. They've brought it to me, and my numbers work even with them keeping their margin. And a lot of times these guys have made $50, $60, $70, even $100,000 in one single deal. Now, to make a margin that big, you've got to either buy it at an extreme discount, or you've got to find a very big property with a decent margin because it goes for so much. But I'll tell you right now, if you have a good way to market, if you're good with people, if you're good with closing, you can be in a situation where as a wholesaler, you can make incredible money. Wholesaling also comes with flipping. Now, the reason that I put them hand in hand is wholesaling is just getting it under contract and selling it to someone else. Flipping adds an extra piece to this puzzle. It's getting a property under contract and purchasing it, whether that's with your money or using hard money or a loan. You get a piece of property, you purchase it, you then are going to do renovations and improvements to this property. For example, let's say you buy a property at $200,000. You're gonna put in $50,000 worth of renovations, improvements, other things to the property, then you're gonna turn around and sell it for $350,000. Now, the thing with flipping is if you don't know what you're doing, you can buy a piece of property, you can put $50,000 into it, and then if you didn't do your numbers right, you could actually lose money. So there's a lot more risk with flipping, but usually when there's more risk, there's the potential for more upside. Now, I personally have not been a wholesaler. I also have not been a flipper. However, one of my good friends, Ryan Pineda, is. And not only is he extremely good at both of these things, and he's built a multi-million-dollar business, but he's helped tons of other students do the exact same thing. And he offered me the opportunity to go to one of his 3-day events. So regardless of where you are with flipping, wholesaling, or maybe you haven't even started, I'm telling you, hit up Ryan Pineda with the link below. He has some incredible programs, whether you're just starting or you're already somewhat experienced, but you're not reaching the goals that you want to reach with flipping and wholesaling. That's another cool thing about door-to-door sales, flipping, and wholesaling is all of them, if you know what you're doing, you can be in a place where regardless of what the market is doing, you can win and you can make great money. Now, I kind of listed these in order of risk though, because with door-to-door sales, you can knock someone's door and sell something, and the only risk is losing your time. You don't have any money invested in this. When it comes to wholesaling, if you do your contract right, a lot of times you just won't be able to have the contract, but you don't really have money on the table. Now, sometimes you'll have earnest money to tie up the project, and that has a little bit of risk, but there's less risk when it comes to wholesaling. When it comes to flipping, you've got a lot of your own money in there, and there is a lot more risk. But again, hopefully with there being more risk, there's also the potential for more upside. Now, I love wholesaling and I love flipping because both of these are things you can do in your own market. You can do these wherever you're living because there are always going to be deals to be found. Door-to-door sales, on the other hand, if you're gonna come and work with me, we're going to have you go to what we believe are the best markets. There is one other job that I want to throw in here, but I don't think it's super realistic for you to be able to make it in your first 3 months. I have seen a couple of people do it. I just think it's a little more difficult, and that is working as a realtor. Now, if you're a realtor, you go, you get your real estate license, then you go and try and create leads for either selling a house and working as a seller's agent or working as a buyer's agent, or if you're really lucky, you find the seller and the buyer, and then you get 6% commission because the seller should get 3, the buyer should get 3. One of the ways that I've seen someone absolutely crush it is they go in, they have a connection, and they go out and they sell a $5 million home and they get their 3% commission on this. Because 3% of $5 million, it's gonna end up paying you well over $100,000 for your time and effort. But this is also kind of a fluke because if you're just starting as a realtor, the odds of finding someone that's selling a $5 million home and being able to get that sold in a 3-month period because they're willing to trust you, odds are not great. Now, you also could have multiple connections where you sell multiple homes, but when it comes to being a realtor, I've seen this be a job where it takes a long time to kind of build up your reputation, build up those connections, become known as a trusted realtor, and then you can get to the point where 6 figures in a 3-month period is not uncommon at all. Now, the last thing I want to add with this video is there are a couple things that all of these jobs have. They are all jobs that you are not getting paid hourly. You have the ability to create as many leads as you want, and you have the ability to close as many leads as you can. And that's what makes them so awesome for trying to make a lot of money in a short period of time. So if you're someone that's wanting to make money quick, understand it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very difficult, but there are some jobs, it doesn't matter how good you are, you can never make 6 figures in a 3-month period. If you go and apply to work at McDonald's or Hollister or literally 99% of the jobs out there, it is legitimately impossible to make 6 figures in a 3-month period. And that's why I absolutely love these jobs that I've suggested in this video. If you work hard enough, if you put in the time, if you have the right mindset, if you can handle rejection, and if you're willing to go out and learn how to sell, All of these jobs have that potential where your ability to scale is endless. The other thing I love about these jobs that I'm just gonna mention here at the end is when it comes to door-to-door sales, when it comes to flipping, when it comes to wholesaling, when it comes to being a realtor, all of these are also scalable. They're jobs where if you structure it correctly, you can be in a place where you can duplicate yourself. You can train other sales reps, you can train other wholesalers, other flippers, you can get multiple contractors, multiple people out looking for deals. And so if I'm you and I'm watching this video and I'm not one of those people that's hoping to get rich quick by being lazy, then I'm gonna say, hey, I'm willing to put in the time, I'm willing to put in the work, and I might as well pick the correct job now so that after I go out and become an incredible salesman and make 6 figures, it's a very easy segue to take that skill set and leverage it into training or duplicating other people that are just like me that can work for me and with me and go and do the same thing so that I can also exponentially grow my income. All right, guys, I hope you loved the video. If you did, remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the future videos. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.